Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to the end of summer sale at AutoZone. We're celebrating the end of long days and short nights with big deals for a short time, like car wash. Right now, you can save 20% on the Armor All Complete Car Wash Kit. Need new brakes? Duralast brake pads are free with the purchase of Duralast rotors. We've also got oil deals and more. We're ending the summer right with the end of summer sale at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
This is the Sedano Kap Waba Grill 4 p.m. hour. Get to Waba Grill for their $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. Get a 5-piece pork veggie dumplings with sweet chili dipping sauce and a value-sized premium Waba beverage drink like their new refreshing Ice Dragon Fruit Mango Lemonade. Enjoy both for just $5 after 3 p.m. only at Waba Grill. More Sedano Kap right now on ESPN LA.
Okay. Yeah. About that thing. Yeah. 1998, Lauryn Hill released her debut solo album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Great title.
It was a great song.
Great title.
It still is a great song.
I mean, just burst onto the scene in Fugees, and then you knew that. Well, I shouldn't say you knew, because it's everyone talked about how incredible the talent and the songwriting and the singing and the voice and everything, and then like there was anticipation for the solo album, but rare I feel like is the anticipation met with something that exceeds the expectation, and I feel like Miseducation did that, Kappy.
Okay, well, the Fugees 2 times, so I'm a big fan.
I mean, look, what I thought you were right on beat there. Mm-hmm. Okay, you were clearly feeling the music, you were feeling the flow.
Yep,
you were in a happy place.
Well, Wycliffe is my guy. You know that.
I assume that you and Wycliffe just seems like you would be friends.
Well, we weren't really friends, but then like we had a common friend, and then one day we were in New York. This friend of mine, and he said, "Hey, Wycliffe is in the studio. You want to go hang out?" I'm like, yeah. And then we just went walking in, and the next thing you know, we're like BFFs. But that was like 20 years ago.
And if and I think what Wycliffe learned is that sure, maybe Kappy asked for front row seats to the show, but you were about to return that favor soon as you could.
World-class reciprocator,
exactly.
And thank you, Mike Trudell, for understanding that. Now, let's discuss the issue at hand. This past weekend, the Padres take 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers. Mike, you have pointed out that last week the Dodgers swept the Padres 3-0. So if you really think about it, over the course of the last 6 games, the Dodgers took 4 of 6. And I think the total number for the season in the series between the two teams was 9-4 in favor of the Dodgers. So you tell me, did the series sweep a week ago, do anything for you to change your opinion after losing 2 out of 3 this past weekend in San Diego?
Well, Kappy, so the last time that you and I did a show together, a solo without Sedano, was the day before, or I guess it was the day of, right, that the first game against the Padres at Dodger Stadium. Mm-hmm. And so that was Friday the 15th. And Kershaw started, they ended up winning 3-2. And we had gotten the Max Muncy news on the show, and which was I think a valid concern from a Dodger standpoint. Is he going to come back even in time for the playoffs? And so that was at the peak. Like the Dodgers had just been swept by the Angels. They had not been playing their best baseball, and the Padres had won 5 in a row and all that. And I think what your point was, look, this is not just it's not just about the Dodgers always kill the Padres. It's like if the Padres are going to actually do something, they have to dominate these 6 games. It can't just be a split. It certainly can't be 4-2, which is what ended up happening, because of all of the demons that are out there. And you would hope, I think, that the acquisitions, both in the field and in the pen, were going to help you from a Padres perspective. And I think, like, at the end of the day, the Padres did play some good baseball throughout these 6 games, and the Dodgers didn't always have their A game. But the swing of this was last night's game, and I was watching, and they got to Yamamoto early for a couple of runs, and then he started to cruise a little bit, and the Dodgers were down 2-1, and it was like no hits are coming. Freddie Freeman hits the big home run to tie it, and then it kind of from that point on, right, Dodger bullpen shuts things down after Yamamoto goes out of the game. They get Rushing has a huge home run, and then Shohei adds one at the end. But I just that has to be, if you're sitting in that stadium and you're watching this happen again from a Padre perspective, you're like, oh, of course. Like, we were right there, had a chance to get some separation, and then even if you win that 3-game home series and hold the Dodgers to 1 run each in the first 2 games, to have them win 8-2 in that last one and the Shohei homer, it just feels like all the same thing all over again.
Well, I mean, it just feels like for the first 2 games of this series, the Padres starting pitching, Yu Darvish went 6 innings, gave up 1 hit. Nestor Cortez, went 6 innings on Saturday and gave up 1 hit.
Best start of the year for both, right?
Yeah, and then you get to Pivetta on Sunday, and he goes 6 innings, gives up 2 hits with 2 earned runs, and leaves the game at 2-2. San Diego goes to their bullpen, and they get to a guy named Jeremiah Estrada, who had given up a home run the night before. This was on Saturday night. He gave up a home run to Freeland.
Freeland hit his first hit 2 homers 2 games in a row, right?
And then did he hit one on Friday? Is that what you're saying?
I thought he did.
I'll find out here for you.
Was that the one run? Yeah, that was Freeland's was the one. That was the 1 run. So he had back-to-back games of the homer.
You're exactly right. And so then here you have a guy in Jeremiah Estrada who, by the way, I don't know if you know this or not. I know Dodger fans who are paying attention who are really tuned in. Here's the thing about Jeremiah Estrada. This guy, Mike, has pitched 59 innings this season against other teams, and his ERA is 3.19. He's pitched 6.1 innings against the Dodgers, and his ERA is 18. So it was a terrible managerial decision by the Padres manager, Mike Schilt. But on the other hand, if you're the Dodgers, the offense was very quiet Friday and Saturday, and then it exploded on Sunday. And now we're down to 31 games, and the 2 teams have the same record. They both have what are considered to be the easiest remaining schedules in all of Major League Baseball. So, Funch, let me ask you, is your finger still on the Dodger panic meter because they're tied, the Padres and Dodgers? This is rarefied territory for San Diego. With 31 games to go, are you worried, Funchy?
I'm at a 7. They need to be 5 games up at least. At least right now for me to be, normal. But I'm at a 7 or 8 right now.
7 or 8?
Yeah.
31 games to go.
That's not a lot.
No, it's a race for 31.
It's like what? Less than a month? 31 games in a month?
I mean, 2 teams that have gone 131 games already this season have 31 games ahead of them. And Mike, you tell me, how's it going to finish?
I mean, so let me take you through kind of the way that I've seen the Dodgers throughout the season. And I think it was very difficult not to get caught up with the offseason moves and just the talent and the roster going into the season and just thinking that they were going to repeat, at least as picking them as the best team. But the reminder throughout this regular season has been not just how tough it is to repeat, but how getting through that slog mentally can be something that's a reason why a baseball team hasn't repeated in a long time. And so I don't care what the talent is. They're going to make the playoffs. I don't know which team you can pick that's going to beat them. Like, it's hard to say the Padres are actually going to get over the top, right? It's hard to say that the New York Mets are going to rally or the Brewers, who are the hottest team right now. Like, when I pick them, when I just see it on paper, can I find my way to pick against them? No. It's a little bit like the Boston Celtics last year, though, where they were the best team on paper. We all thought OKC was going to have the most regular season wins. We all thought that, and you, Kappy, as a fellow ball knower, this. We thought that this was going to be they were going to be the team that had the most depth, they had the most youth, but Boston had the most overall veteran talent. And I think what I had said, and I think Sedano and I got into it a little bit on the show, was, Lindsay, you were involved in this when they were playing Cleveland. It's like, look, I can't tell you that Boston is not the best team to start this playoffs, but I can tell you I don't think they're going to win because they just don't have enough juice to get past everybody else's A game. They're good. They're the best team. And that's kind of how I feel about the Dodgers right now, where they're the best team. I think they're getting healthier in the right spots. Hopefully Muncy gets back. But I I have a hard time thinking that they're going to have enough juice to win series after series and ultimately win the World Series. And I know that would be a disappointment, but that's where I'm at right now.
So for me, I feel the opposite. I feel like the Dodgers are, I don't know if, Linz, you've talked about LeBron many times and how LeBron is all of a sudden going to flip the switch. I don't know if the Dodgers are going to flip a switch or if the Dodgers are just going to get hyper-focused or if maybe the Dodgers are going to get Tommy Edman back and they're going to get Max Muncy back. I just think that the Dodgers have all the experience, and I think that Dave Roberts has been very calm throughout the storm of the season. And I think that if everybody stays healthy, when I say everybody, I'm talking Blake Snell, Yamamoto, Glasnow. If these guys can stay healthy, if they can get back Muncy and they can get back Edman and they can start to find the right combination, I know a lot of people are complaining about Conforto. For me, the Dodgers have what it takes. And the Padres, here's the thing on the Padres. I said it last year. I'll never bet on these guys again. I bet on them last year. They had a 2-1 lead. They were going for the knockout punch. They didn't get it, and I'm dressed like Elton John walking through the studio. Okay? Even last week, I took the Padres to win the series in L.A. They lost it. They got swept. And that's why I took the Dodgers to win the series this past weekend, and they went, of course, and lost it because I can't get any of this stuff right. But I'm serious. Like, for me, the Dodgers have what it takes. The Dodgers have the experience. The Dodgers have the right manager, et cetera. And for the Padres, I've seen this movie. And I just think that they, as great of it as it is for them to be in this position, for them, I just don't know that they'll be able to close the deal.
They do have a really impressive team, and I think that they showed that. And I agree with everything you said about the Dodgers. Obviously, they've shown it. Obviously, they have enough talent. You don't even buy a little bit of what I'm selling, though, Kappy, about the defending champion and just like the way that we've seen this season go. You don't have a little. Just take the Padres out of it for a second. Don't you buy the difficulty of repeating in the modern sports climate with all of the talent that's out there, everybody else that also spends money, and the mental strain on the players. Like you really feel like right now the Dodgers would be your pick nonetheless to win the World Series against the field.
I mean, I think that right now, if I look at like who I think is maybe the best team in the National League, I would say Milwaukee based on the runs that they've had and the record that they have. But when it really comes down to these two teams hypothetically meeting head-to-head, right now, even with what the records are right now, I would be more inclined to take the Dodgers. And we can talk all day long about how Milwaukee plays small ball and they play fundamentally sound and they have to do things differently because they don't have the stars and the money and they don't hit bomb home runs. I would be much more inclined to take the Dodgers over the Brewers. And that's what I'm saying about the Dodgers over the Padres.
Yeah, I would pick them heads up to beat any team. I just think that to beat all of the teams, I would slightly take the field, and I hesitate to do so because I really want the Dodgers to win. But anyway.
I was just yesterday, let me tell you something, Dodger fans, I know you guys were joking yesterday, hey, Pet goes south. Dodger fans, a lot of blue in that ballpark yesterday, that I can tell you. And the Dodger fans were walking the streets. They represented yesterday, that much I can tell you. All right, so stick around because coming up, it is time for Radio Tinder. What does Lindsay have cooked up for us? We will find out together next. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen from NFL Network. The Rich Eisen Show is coming to 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Tuesday, September 2nd from 9 a.m. to noon, right after the all-new Sedano and Kap morning show.
The Rich Eisen Show, broadcasting live from Los Angeles every weekday. And now coming right here to ESPN LA.
LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN, the new home of The Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
Labor Day savings are on now at George Chevrolet. Don't miss out on the hottest.
Waba Grill.
What's our secret? It's our sauce.
Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Waba Grill. It's unexpected. It's delicious. It's saucy. It's for you.
Visit George Chevrolet of the 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower, or at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late-night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum at SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow them at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Come celebrate Roger Dunn Golf Shop's 60th anniversary this Labor Day weekend. Enjoy 25% off all Green Tag closeout apparel, 20% off Skechers and Puma golf shoes, and get a 50% bonus trade-in towards any new club. Don't miss out on these deals and more at Roger Dunn Golf Shop's 60th anniversary Labor Day sale the 28th through September 1st. Trusted by golfers since 1965 and home to the legendary 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Roger Dunn Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Get there.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. So you need new flooring in your home, rental, or even your ADU, but you know what drives me crazy? Those big box national retail stores that present giving you a deal by making up a price just to mark it down then. Come on, man. Let's be real. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, it's legitimately family run. You get the authentic old school TLC and the actual wholesale pricing year round from my boys, the crazy Hernandez brothers. No bogus sales, no gimmicks, just the best prices from the start. That's why I say it and I mean it. No sale beats a wholesale. You name it, they got it. Over 5 million square feet in stock in their inventory. Tell them Sedano sent you. And check this out. First responders, active military, and veterans will all receive additional discounts on top of the already low prices. And if you find a better price, Hernandez will match it. No questions asked from the crazy Hernandez brothers. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR. That's 866-62-FLOOR. No games, no gimmicks, just the best price in town year-round because no sale beats wholesale. Check them out at HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Out here, days are getting a little cooler, and mornings are starting with a few more layers. It's the season for more time at the grill, more feed for your animals. Heaters burn late into the night, and the woods start calling your name. We appreciate hard-working hands, shared moments, and love for our land. That's why season after season, we're here for your life out here. Tractor Supply.
This is Sedano and Kap, the LA Afternoon Drive Takeover. It's the 4 p.m. Waba Grill Hour. Enjoy Waba Grill's new $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. and get a 5-piece dumpling and a value-sized premium Waba beverage drink like their new Ice Dragon Fruit Mango Lemonade. It's Radio Tinder time. You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget about our new sponsor of Radio Tinder, Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. The crazy Hernandez brothers. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR, FLOOR, or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Oh, go ahead, Kappy. You do not want to see me in GoldenEye on Nintendo 64.
Oh, I will kill you in it. I will kill you in it.
Look.
Golden Gun mode, I will kill you in it.
Look, first of all, no odd job, right? Agreed?
No odd job. No
odd job.
GK mode.
Okay. So we had a spreadsheet at Northwestern between years 2000 and 2002, like we were in the dorms, and we would actually like keep track of who had the most kills and the most wins in the 4-player. I'm confident. I haven't been beaten in a 4-player setting. I'm not saying that you couldn't, Lindsay. I'm just saying that it hasn't happened before.
This is in Nintendo 64.
Yes,
yeah,
Nintendo 64. Best game ever is GoldenEye for N64.
Facts.
Maybe like close second is Mario Kart. However,
agreed. Correct. Both of these things you said are true.
I was like a hardcore N64 gamer with my friends, and she had 2 older brothers, and we would play tournaments with them. Like same idea where we would literally have like poster boards with our scores and everything, our kills, different modes, whatever. I hated DK mode because it's just stupid.
Yeah, it's dumb. You need the big
Really
head.
dumb. But you got to pick. Everyone got to pick their own version. And
This game started it all.
I like to be Siberian
did.
Special Forces, by the way.
This is a first-person shooter game ever, basically. The first-person shooter game ever. Like, from the point of view of the shooter.
Can I ask a question? Because last week we had a whole conversation about gaming, and I said that I don't play FIFA, I don't play Madden, I don't play any of these guys
this game
because
is the most fun game I've ever played.
Okay, and so does
Lizzie,
the
I still have it
Nintendo
in my-
64 still exist?
Yes.
Yeah, I have it. I have mine at my house, and I have Bond in 4 controllers. I haven't plugged it in a while. The problem is, like, sometimes you know how you have to blow the game,
Yeah, the cartridge.
So I don't know. I'm a little worried that it would work again. But if I can get it to work, Lindsay, you Funches,
You should
come
bring
over,
it in,
DeAndre.
and once I move into my new office, and I'm gonna put some bigger chairs in there. We could totally have a tournament.
All right,
Okay,
well,
we'll
look,
start having some gaming going on.
I am a little worried about what stuff that goes on in your office after the first
Right.
segment of the show.
Somebody
today.
might steal the cartridge.
Exactly. And what if one of the controllers wasn't
You
there?
take it-
Am I
you
going
take it home with you.
Am I going to get a text from Bergman?
You could take it home with you.
You know what I mean? And what if Funchy's on a group text there, and he's like, well, Funchy's like, Trudell brought it in. I was just in the room. Why are you blaming me?
Yep.
So I don't.
That would happen. That would
Blame
definitely
the brothers.
Well, it's time for a little Radio Tinder, and here comes the sister. Here she is, Radio Tinder time with Lindsay Baseball.
All right, so a Colorado movie car museum is auctioning off more than 60 vehicles from its collection because the owner is moving to a new location. So you would have the chance, if you were to choose to engage in this auction, you would have a chance to purchase a range of really, really cool cars from Hollywood history, including some that I think that would be of most interest to me, the Sheepdog van from Dumb and Dumber, the Ecto 1 from the 2016 Ghostbusters film, one of 4 1984 Cadillac Fleetwood hearses built for Gran Torino from the Starsky and Hutch remake, and then a whole bunch of Fast and the Furious cars, a whole bunch of other stuff. So I want to ask you guys, if you could purchase one car from a movie, like any iconic movie vehicle, what would you buy?
Wow. What do you think, Kappy?
Well, do you guys remember the movie? What was it called? Burt Reynolds and Cannonball Run.
Nope.
I think it was Cannonball Run.
Yeah,
And
I
think-
remember my dad talking about that.
And I think that I think Burt Reynolds drove a like 1978-ish, 79-ish Pontiac Trans Am. So like the old school with the scoop on the hood and the big Firebird up on the hood. So I guess for me, I'm an old school fan of the Pontiac Trans Am. I also like all American muscle cars. So I like old school Camaros. I like old school Cutlasses, and I love Corvettes. So I don't know. That's kind of the first one that comes to mind is the Trans Am. And I don't even know that I'm getting the movie right. In fact, I don't think I am getting the movie right. Cannonball Run doesn't sound right to me. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Maybe I am right. What do you think, Mike?
While you're thinking about if you're right or not, because I am not sure, I will give you my car.
Okay,
Kappy. The first Transformers movie. I remember I randomly. It's like the only movie premiere that I've ever gone to. It was here in L.A. and I happened to be visiting a friend, and some friend of a friend was like, "Hey, you want tickets to the premiere at the UCLA Westwood?" And I went. And side note, the drink at the post party was like a vodka Mountain Dew, which was right up my lane. So that I'm a Mountain Dew guy, so that really hit me in a special place. And the car in that movie that who's the actor guys now in the Shia LaBeouf, right? Is he he's the main guy? And the Bumblebee car, there's like it's not just the look of the car, but it's just that kind of that kid in you that thinks like, okay, the car can talk, and he has the relationship with the car, and they kind of become friends, Kappy, and it's kind of cute. It's kind of a cute story. So it's either that one or the car from Cars.
But would it have to be like the actual? Because like my brother-in-law had that Bumblebee car.
I don't need it to be the actual.
I mean, it's not necessarily the actual.
I'm not into the Hollywood. Like it has to be the authentic car. But I'll tell you this: the movie I was talking about was not Cannonball Run. It was Smokey and the Bandit. Smokey and the Bandit. So the black Trans Am with the gold Firebird and the sticker on the front, and then the scoop on the front hood.
Feel that.
And the T-tops. The T-tops.
The first one that I thought of was the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
I would, but
It's
only
kinda
if you
cool.
could actually like go back in time with it.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah.
Otherwise, I would go like the original like vintage Aston Martin from James Bond. Speaking of James Bond,
Mm-hmm.
or the one that drives out of the water.
Oh, how about the Cameron's dad's Ferrari in Ferris Bueller?
Ferris Bueller's Day
It's a
Off.
pretty car.
Where they had to do it, put it in reverse because they thought they could take the mileage off.
And then Cam leans on it and hits it, and it goes out the back of the glass.
What about you, Funchy? What would you pick?
I think I might take a Batmobile.
Oh,
I'm with you on that one, Funch.
You're taking
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow. Didn't Joe Burrow buy one?
Well, which one did he buy?
The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight one?
Yeah.
Although I think I don't know that he ended up at, I think he claimed he was going to buy it, and then it actually, I don't know that it actually went
I think
through.
I went the Michael Keaton one.
Okay. All right.
Looks sleek.
Speaking of Michael Keaton, what was you ever see the movie? What was the movie? Bam, bam, it was one with him and Henry Winkler. Somebody, come on, everybody help me out here.
Was it
Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton? And what was the name of that movie?
Weren't they like pimps or something?
Yes, they were love brokers. Yes.
What?
Yeah, Michael Keaton, and he has a certain car that's in that movie. What was the name of that movie?
Night Shift.
Night Shift, yes.
Quick Google search.
Well, I was doing it with one hand.
Oh, okay.
1982. Wow, the year after I was born.
Mm-hmm. Night Shift, great movie.
Okay. Should I check that one out, Kappy?
Yeah, you guys got it. Listen, I'm a 80s movies guy.
Yeah,
You know? Not exactly contemporary.
So when I was a kid, the ones that the movies that I had, Kappy, at the time were I guess I was a little older, but Slapshot, Caddyshack.
Yep.
Those are, and then Blues Brothers, Ghostbusters, right? These are all in your happy place, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I mean, Caddyshack in particular. Although somebody here the other day said they never saw Caddyshack. Was that you, DeAndre?
That was me, yep.
I've never seen it either.
Yeah, you guys
And
need
in fact,
to see Caddyshack.
I saw that there was a documentary about the making of Caddyshack the other day.
Oh, was it? Oh, I got to check
And
that
I
out.
thought about it, and I was like, oh, no, I've never seen Caddyshack. So
No, first see Caddyshack, then see the documentary.
Yeah, I think that. So I used to get these arguments all the time, right? Because Michael Thompson and everybody in Ireland, and they're like, oh, how have you not seen this movie? And then I try to tell them the year I was born, blah blah. And sometimes I'll watch the movies they tell me to watch. And so one of the ones that they said is the funniest movie ever, Trading Places.
Love Trading Places.
I'm sure you do. And so I watched it. I went back. I watched it 2 years ago, and I was like, yeah, it's funny. It's not the funniest thing I've ever seen in the way that you guys described it. And then they got mad at me about that. But when I go back and watch Caddyshack, I do feel like it still holds up even today.
Yeah,
with the
by the
type
way-
of humor. Now, is that my own nostalgia kicking in, Kappy? Because that was one that I did watch as a kid. I don't think so. I think it is that funny.
I think Trading Places was really good, but if I were to give you something else, I would say I would tell you that I thought 48 Hours, with Eddie
Mel
Murphy
Gibson
and Nick
and,
Nolte. No, Nick Nolte.
Oh, that's Nick Nolte.
Yeah,
Okay.
to me that was the better Eddie Murphy movie.
What's the Mel Gibson one? Did he have Was there a Mel Gibson one where he had a name that had Riggs in it?
Yeah, Lethal Weapon.
Right.
That's in Lethal Weapon. Okay, because
Yeah.
somebody asked me that one time, like, oh, did you think of Riggs because of Mel Gibson and Lethal Weapon? It's like, no, I actually haven't seen that.
Yeah.
But maybe I should. Is that what we're seeing, Kappy?
Well, Lethal Weapon, yeah. I mean, that's Joe Pesci sitting in the back.
It's like
they
a
screw you in
franchise,
the
too.
drive-through. Right. Yes, that's right.
There's like 4 of them.
They screw you in the drive-through. That's right.
Okay, I'm gonna check that one out.
All right, let's keep going, Linz.
Funchy is the next one.
Okay, Funch.
You guys watch the show Big Brother? You guys know what Big Brother is?
I know what it
know
is,
what it
but
is.
I've never seen it.
Never
I've seen
actually
it.
watched an episode, but I watched the challenge, Funchy, and I
yeah,
watched. I've seen Big
I still
Brother
can't believe
people.
that's on the air. Who still wants to watch the challenge?
Hey man, I still
know
like it.
you
Johnny
do.
Bananas, my guy. I still enjoy it. Shout
I
out to
actually
Johnny
have
Bananas.
a friend who I have to share my Paramount login with because she's still obsessed with that show.
Man,
Wait, is the challenge different than Big Brother? Because it sounded
Yeah.
like you were
They're
talking about two
similar.
different things. Oh, okay, got it.
Okay, well, Big Brother is like they're all like reality or just ordinary people living in a house,
Right.
and they film it every day, whatever. So I guess there was a controversy on last week's Big Brother where they all have communal groceries in a communal fridge, and one of the people that lives in the house opened up a bottle of lemonade and starts to drink it from the jug.
Okay.
And I guess that's not proper etiquette right there
No.
for if you're living in a house full of people that you're sharing a house full of people.
That's something Bergman would do.
So I was gonna say, Cap, Trudell, you guys live in a house with kids or whatever, wife, whatever, girlfriend. Do you guys drink out the jug?
Ooh.
Trudell.
So
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. That's
so
a
here's
yes.
the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be a hypocrite about this. It's not acceptable, but sometimes, Kappy, in my twisted brain, I'm like, I bought this, And
I made these children.
If anybody else gets like my germs out in my house, if I know it's saying in my fridge, I might think about it. But like 95% of the time, I wouldn't do it. I will go get a cup. And I'll be. But
they already have your DNA.
Here's the thing: I don't really drink milk. I don't. I mean, sometimes I'll have almond milk and like a smoothie. If we buy a lemonade, I don't really drink the lemonade because I want to save. If I'm having sugar, I'd rather have it be something like a Mountain Dew, right, as a reference, or maybe a Dr. Pepper. So I don't have the opportunity often, and so I generally won't do it, Kappy. I can't say I've never done it, but generally I try not to do that. What's your
only thing that is in my refrigerator that is in a bottle that I could take out and actually drink and then cover it up and put it back in is cold brew. My daughter loves cold brew, so she's always buying this like Starbucks cold brew product, and I'll take it and I'll put some in a cup, but I never drink it right out of the bottle. Now, when I was younger and I lived at home with my parents, it is conceivable that I used to have like a receptacle that you'd make like Kool-Aid or like some kind of powdered iced tea, and I would drink it as a kid and put it right back in the refrigerator, knowing that my mother or father might go in there and take it. But if you have roommates and you drink, like in Big Brother, and you drink out of something that is supposed to be community, oh, dude, that is double dipping at its worst.
Well, I'm glad that you emphasized that point, Kappy, to pull me back because I forgot to make the point. It's, of course, a much bigger faux pas if you do it in a communal type of a space. Like, it's one thing if it's your family, right? And I drink something and then my kids maybe take a sip later. It's another if you're with relative strangers and maybe people that are concerned about germs in a different way than from what you are in your family and all that. So that is an absolute no-go and disrespectful to the fellow people in there. And my guess, Funchy, is that whoever did it it created a whole controversy.
Yeah. They didn't like the other people in the house. Didn't like that person drinking from the communal lemonade bottle.
It's all strategy.
But what's worse, smelling someone's sandwiches or drinking from the bottle?
Drinking from the bottle is worse.
Drinking from the bottle in a communal space is bad. And I'm sure Bergman's done
it. Hey, it's Radio Tinder. It's brought to us by the Crazy Hernandez brothers and Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, stop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale, homeboy. And me and George are going with Steven Hernandez and the Crazy Hernandez brothers to a Dodger game on September 16th. I picked out a game against Philadelphia for us to all go to, and the Hernandez brothers told me to tell everybody, and this is their words, not mine, you tell everybody listening on radio, yes, the Hernandez brothers have hardwood. That's what they told me to tell you guys. So if you're looking for new flooring, stick around, everybody. We got plenty more to get to, and we're not too far away from commercial-free 5 o'clock hour. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
It's time to hear from Coach Lincoln Riley. Tonight at 6 p.m., Coach Lincoln Riley's radio show returns to ESPN LA. Don't miss the debut episode of Trojans Live. Tonight at 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on USC Football's YouTube page. Trojans Live, presented by Monster Energy. Monster Energy, unleash the beast. Your host, Jordan Moore, Sean Cody, and Cody Kessler get you ready for week 1 of USC football. Trojans Live with Coach Lincoln Riley tonight at 6 p.m. on ESPN LA.
Waba Grill.
What's our secret? It's our sauce.
Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Waba Grill. It's unexpected. It's delicious. It's saucy. It's for you. Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium what beverage drink. Waba Grill, keeping it real for you.
Off the field, he's a great humanitarian, a true friend and partner of mine, and a real bulldog when it comes to business.
Baseball taught me to work hard and respect people. Rotolo Chevrolet does both, and that's why I joined the team.
Rotolo Chevrolet has been Dealer of the Year for 12 straight years. Like Oral, we know something about winning.
I believe they call that a dynasty.
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Talk stepping up. Bang!
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
This is Sedano and Kap on 710.
I'm a cocky son of a like, there's no question about that.
Sedano and Kap continues right now.
All right, short segment coming up here on Sedano and Kap. We'll get to the top of the 5 o'clock hour. We will go commercial free 5 to 5:30. So this is pretty much my favorite Outkast song. 2003, The Way You Move.
It's a good one.
Although we've had this debate. I've told everybody on the show that I love this song. It's like my favorite Outkast song. And everybody's like, oh, hell to the nah.
I don't think anyone said hell to the nah. I think that they just didn't know which one you were talking about.
I think DeAndre said hell to the nah.
I don't recall. I don't recall me saying
We're
hell to
trying
the
to
nah.
guess which song because you said it was their most popular song ever. And this was the song that it ended up being. But we were trying to say that they had much more popular songs. This song was once my ringtone on my phone back when that was a thing. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'm Mike Trudell. Before we get to the top of the hour, a lot of people in our live YouTube chat, and shout out to Ray Escobar and Brian Ahmad and Seven Grand and my aunt Esther, who is in there as well. Big Neil in the house, Darth Navarro, Booger McCaplin, who I love. I'm a big fan of his. You guys like Booger McCaplin?
A great name. That's a great name.
That's the best one. That's probably Dead Meow if I had to take a guess. Jay and Duke and everybody else who is in our live YouTube chat. Shout out to all of you guys. Mike, people notice in our live YouTube chat that you are lacing up your brand new shoes, or it seems like brand new shoes. What do you got going on here?
No, so they're not brand new. So the shoes I've had for a little while now, but the lace, sometimes the white laces, and I know Funchy's a shoe guy, and I know can relate to this. Sometimes the white laces just get a little too dirty for a fresh pair.
Mm-hmm.
And so I depending on how many extra pairs of laces I have around, and I usually have a lot, I just notice, because I'm going to this Lakers golf tournament, and I notice I want to wear these specific shoes because I got a blue polo, a blue Lakers polo, navy. And so I've got these Jordan lows that are navy with a little scarlet in the back. But the laces are just a little too dirty for my liking. So I grabbed, on my way out the door, I grabbed a pair of fresh white laces, and during the break, and then, to be honest, during the last segment as well, because, I can walk and chew gum, I decided to lace up the shoes so that I could have them fresh when I walked out.
I'm so glad you just mentioned this, though, because about a week or so ago, I was emceeing an event, and got a little late, and I got hungry. And I stopped at this little taco shop that I like to go to, and it was late at night. It was like a Sunday night, about 11:30 at night. And I ran into this girl in there that I knew. I didn't know her well, but I knew her a little bit. So we started saying hello, and this girl spilled red taco sauce, like hot sauce. She spilled on a brand new pair of Jordans that I had. Brand new pair, dude. Right? And I was able to clean off the leather, but the laces now look like I've stepped in a vat of hot sauce.
That's tough. Yeah, so now I'm guessing that you probably don't have – I have a shoebox in one of my closets that has all, like, the extra laces because, some pairs they will send you a couple of extra colors.
Right.
And so – but I'm guessing you can very easily go on Amazon and
I don't
order –
need it. I'm good because
you don't need new laces?
Well, you know why? Because when I got that pair of Travis Scotts, and inside that box came like 3 pairs.
Oh, okay, perfect. So you're set.
One pair is pink, one pair is white, one pair is black, one pair is gray.
That's
so I
right.
just have to do the work of actually relacing the shoes.
Yeah, I don't mind relacing a shoe. There's something cathartic about it. There's a reward to it. I like to, and when I lace it, Kappy, I like to make sure that there aren't any creases or ruffles or obviously you don't want to twist one. Funch, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want to have, because especially if you twist one lower, then there's no fixing that.
It messes up everything.
Yeah.
You got to do it again.
So you got to be very precise, Kappy, with the low part of the lace as you get higher.
Everybody's looking at you in our live YouTube chat right now, and they're like, look at him go. Look at Mike Trudell go, lacing up the shoes while playing Radio Tinder.
And look, and I hope that our wonderful listeners, and in this case, watchers and viewers, didn't take that as a sign of disrespect to my level of commitment to the Sedano and Kap show. But I do stand behind my ability to lace shoes while fully listening and being fully present.
How about that, everybody? Here comes the 5 o'clock hour, which means commercial free for 30. And we're going to jump into a bunch of stuff going on here. Like, do you believe that the Raiders are about to make some serious moves, especially at backup quarterback? Who do they have in mind? I have a concept. We'll tell you coming right back. This is Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
This is the Waba Grill 4 p.m. hour on Sedano and Kap. Cool off with Waba Grill's new premium Waba beverages, like their new Ice Dragon Fruit Mango Lemonade, available now at Waba Grill. It's for you. More of Sedano and Kap next on ESPN LA.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink, like our zesty dragon fruit mango lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. only at Waba Grill.
As low as $109.
Morongo, good times.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time.
Take me up and never put me down.
Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink like our tangy passion fruit lemonade. Waba Grill, keeping it real every day for you.
Come celebrate Roger Dunn Golf Shop's 60th anniversary this Labor Day weekend. Enjoy 25% off all Green Tag closeout apparel, 20% off Skechers and Puma golf shoes, and get a 50% bonus trade-in towards any new club. Don't miss out on these deals and more at Roger Dunn Golf Shop's 60th anniversary Labor Day sale the 28th through September 1st. Trusted by golfers since 1965 and home to the legendary 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Roger Dunn Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Get there.
Pack your day with awe and awesome at SeaWorld San Diego. Get real close to over 9,000 animals, including axolotls at the all-new Bayside Aquarium, now open, and orcas at the reimagined Orca Encounter. Rediscover the journey to Atlantis and enjoy fall family fun during Spooktacular with trick-or-treating, colorful costume characters, and a pumpkin patch.
I showed up at the hospital and was told I couldn't see my children. Then I showed up in court and was told they may not be mine. Then I was accused of anything and everything. Sexual assault, domestic violence, substance abuse, you name it, I heard it. I was forced to go long periods of time without seeing my children. That experience of being wrongfully treated ignited something in me. I can look at a father and honestly tell him, I know how he is feeling. I've been there. At Real Father's Rights, we care about your family, your livelihood, and your future.
Clock hour on Sedano and Kap. And it's time for 30 minutes non-stop.
Sedano and Kap on 710 ESPN.
With fun and frivolity, tomfoolery and hijinks, and Kappy doing his thing. Thanks to our friends at Real Father's Rights. Real Father's Rights, the father's rights attorney.
Visit rfr710.com or call 833-ESPN 710.
Let's do it. 5 o'clock in the Southland.
30 minutes of non-stop Sedano and Kap starts now.
You ready for this? And time for the Real Father's Rights 5 o'clock hour on 710 ESPN. Let's do it, Jack.
Hey, it's the 5 o'clock hour.
I got good news for the YouTube audience.
I see you're working on the right shoe now, huh?
No, I didn't like the way that the new laces looked, so I'm going back to the old ones.
Wait, different color?
Well, I noticed that the laces are for Jordan 1 highs, and these are lows, and therefore it's just a little too clunky. There's a little too much lace. I just didn't like the way that it felt, and so we're going back to square one.
By the way, are these the shoes you're actually wearing today, or are these shoes you brought to relace during the show?
No, these are the shoes that I'm wearing today. but as you know, I have been. If you caught me in the last month or two, as I told you, I haven't been in my house a lot. My shoe game it hasn't been this bad since before I had any money. So back in 2010 or so, around then, when I only had a couple pairs of shoes, and I've had like one in the car and then one that I've been wearing, and usually I've got my whole selection of things that I could wear to sort of match a specific thing. So hopefully if you saw me at Target, you'll forgive me for not having my A game.
If you run into Mike Trudell in Target, everybody, just cut the kid a break, will you?
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't have his A game.
I'm getting back though now. Now we're back in the house now, so my shoes should be on point from now on.
Hey, Mike, this week is our final week here in the afternoon drive slot on 710. On Tuesday of next week, 1 week from tomorrow, me and George and Lindsay and Chris and Bergman and Briones and everybody else, I hope I'm not missing anybody, Parker Bell, I mean, the whole crew, like we're all moving to the mornings. We'll be on starting at 7 a.m. on Tuesday morning, September 2nd. And I was sort of in a weird way like, gosh, I don't know, man. This is going to change my life. I'm not really sure.
Well, and of course, you didn't know the news, so you couldn't prepare for this.
Right.
You just heard live on the air last week.
Right. They didn't exactly run it by me. They just sort of told me what was going on. Because if they told me beforehand, then I definitely would have blabbed my big mouth. But I got to say that now that we are T-minus 1 week out from moving to the mornings, I am so excited about it, and I hope that everybody who's tuning in with us now here at 5:06 in the afternoon in the Southland, I hope everybody will join us on Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. sharp. We'll go from 7 to 9 here on 710 on the radio airwaves, and then from 9 to 10, we're digital. We're on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, you name it, we're on it. And I hope that everybody will come join us next week. But I will just say, Lindsay, I don't know how you're feeling about it. Like, I was at first a little like, oh, man, I don't know. This is going to change my life. But I am so excited about all of us moving to the mornings. And now I'm to the point where I'm actually dreading having to wait till 3 o'clock in the afternoon to get on the air. What do you think? Linz?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Wait a second.
I don't know.
She's slowly putting on her headphones. Wait, so you are having like some personal inner conflict about this?
Very much so.
Oh, really?
No, I'm not going to lie. I was literally just asking DeAndre something else when you asked me that question, so I don't know what you're talking about.
You say you don't know. You literally just don't know.
No, I don't know.
I'll summarize it for him. He was asking you how you're feeling about moving to the morning.
Oh, I'm excited. I go to bed at like 8 o'clock every night anyway, and I usually get up. You know what's great about this, Kappy, what's great about this move is that I don't know if you remember when we said this on Friday, that Riz also has changed his time slot around a little. So now he has a new show that starts at 5 a.m. our time. Mm-hmm. So when I'm rolling in here to the station, the Riz YouTube only hour is going to be just starting up. So I can listen to that while I prepare for the show.
Well, now I'm hearing from certain people. Example, Beto Duran in our live YouTube chat says, I'll see you guys at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll never hear the radio show. I'll only catch up to the YouTube version of the show.
That's fine.
That's okay. I got a message the other day from Rob Fukasaki from Channel 7, and he said to me, he goes, hey, bro, he goes, it's been great listening to you guys. I'll never hear you again unless I wake up to go take a leak because he does the late night news, and then he doesn't wake up early in the morning. Let me tell you something. Most people are up early. Most people get in their cars early, and traffic patterns are back to like pre-COVID. So we're stoked to go to the mornings. And we'll see you guys all at 7 a.m. on September 2nd.
Kappy, so you know that I'm a night owl, and I'm on the NBA schedule, and so a lot of times that means late nights. But at least one of my three kids, and usually all three, are up at 7. There is never, ever a day in which one of them isn't up at 7 o'clock. And in the previously, I might flip on a podcast that I might want to listen to. What somebody thought about the Dodger game the night before, or fantasy football, or whatever it is, or get my news that way. And now I can just go to the app. I can pop open Sedano and Kap in the morning zoo, and I'm very excited. I know you guys are going to put everything into it. I know Morales has been working on this for a long time, so I am looking very much forward to you guys in the morning.
Listen, Kappy, for all of the people that say that they're going to miss it in the morning, there's just as many people that are going to be able to listen to it live that couldn't before. Like my dad, for example. Some of my other friends that live on their East Coasters, they'll be able to listen to it live now. And now, if you're listening to it a couple hours later, listening to it on the podcast after the fact, is going to be a little bit more topical than listening to it the next day on the podcast.
Well, and I think also the other part of it is that one of my favorite things about moving to the mornings is that we're also going to be having like a replay on Saturdays. So you might be getting into your car on Saturday and turning on 710, and you maybe expect ESPN the network, but instead you're going to get Sedano and Kap on a Saturday. So I am really excited about this move to the point where I dread waiting till 3 o'clock to get on the air. But here we are, and this is our final week, and we're going to make it through, and then we're going to have the holiday weekend, and then we're going to start for the football season on Tuesday morning.
Kappy, somebody just popped into the studio.
Who dat?
I don't know if you can see.
Well, it's not confirmed we're doing the Saturday best of just yet, but
that was what the boss told me.
So what did Sedano tell you?
Oh, wow.
See, that burns Kappy more than me even.
No,
that burns
burn me.
Kappy.
That doesn't burn me
That
because
burns
now.
Kappy.
No, because remember, Christopher, now any suggestions, any complaints, I just run them through Sedano.
That's not true because you made one this morning without Sedano involved.
No, but that wasn't a complaint. That was a request. That's different. That's a little different.
What happened? Is this something I need to know? Or should we
that's up to Kappy to make if he wants to bring it up on the air.
I don't have a problem with it.
Because we had to delay now a contest, and now Stephanie's annoyed. Everybody's annoyed about it.
Wait,
if
you
Stephanie's
are making
annoyed. I'm annoyed.
You're making the move?
I'm not. We're talking about it, but it involves a lot of people.
Oh, well,
and an email was already sent out confirming it and starting a contest today, which I put on hold for you.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that.
I don't know if you saw that email. I put a hold on a contest.
I did not know you put a hold on a contest. No contest hold.
No, there's a contest hold now.
I didn't know there was a contest hold.
Well, you made your request because, you've got all these kids
all right, Mike,
and all this stuff.
Mike, let me run this by you. Okay, and then we'll try and get back to where we were headed. You ready?
All this
by the
stuff.
way, Chris, you're having a great hair day, by the way. You're having an excellent hair day.
Well, the next 2 days are going to be hats.
Okay, got it. Mike, here's what happened. Chris and I were communicating pre-6 a.m. this morning, and
we have real breaking news, Kappy.
Oh, we do? Well, wait a second. This is much more important.
Cleveland Browns have traded Kenny Pickett.
Wait.
Really?
To the Raiders.
Wow. How about that?
For a fifth-round pick.
Super Bowl confirmed, Kappy.
Here we go.
That was one of my topic ideas today. Aren't you proud?
Listen. Hey, what I said was before the break is I said I have an idea for what the Raiders should do for their backup quarterback because Aiden O'Connell got hurt this weekend and is going to miss significant time with a busted-up wrist. It was not going to be Kenny Pickett, but Kenny Pickett should be very happy about that move. And you know who should be happiest about that move? Shedeur Sanders. Because
I think that Kenny Pickett. Baby. Yeah, I think Kenny Pickett there because all things I heard was he was going to be the backup heading into week 1.
Oh, that was exactly right. But Kenny Pickett was the guy they made a trade for.
Right.
Kenny Pickett was a guy who's got lots of experience as a starter in the NFL. And if you need he's got. What do you mean a little?
He's more than Aiden. He's a better option than Aiden O'Connell, even if he was.
We're not getting excited about it, though, are we?
No, but
but we can get fired up for our friend JT the Brick, who's got Kenny Pickett now in there.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Did you see the picture he posted on social?
Which picture?
With his broadcast team. They're calling, see that fish hook?
Oh, come on, man. Come on, bro.
There are some people that are friendly with him and some that aren't, right?
I'm good with JT.
Who's not?
I don't know. That doesn't mean we can't have commentary.
Okay.
Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
Well,
by the way, how is it, Lindsay, that you weren't in our group chat on Saturday night, or I guess it would be more like Saturday midday, after Shedeur Sanders' let's call it challenging appearance?
Because I didn't watch it.
Oh, it was rough.
I know, but it was rough football for anybody. All of it was rough. The whole game was rough.
Yeah, but that was really rough for Shedeur.
Yeah,
but I went back and watched it.
He was also playing with, to Kappy's point, 4 of the 5 linemen that he was playing with got cut. So
I went back and watched it on Sunday because I'd read about it, and I actually watched. Do you guys know who Chase Daniel is, the former backup quarterback?
Yeah.
He does a really good job on Instagram and on YouTube of breaking down film. So you're kind of in a film room with a backup quarterback, which is the guy you want to be with to watch them break down film. And he was breaking down Shedeur Sanders, and I was like, I better go watch this for myself. So I went back yesterday and I watched the third quarter and the fourth quarter. And I know Shedeur was upset because he thought he should get the 2-minute drill to try and win the game. But I think
probably would have been killed if he was in for that because it was pretty rough.
But the thing
true.
is
he was running for his life.
Right. You're playing with a bunch of guys who are not going to make the team. And there's another quarterback who they signed Snoop Hundley, who they're like, hey, listen, we better get this kid like at least one series of film. He came in, he practiced, he's not going to make the team. Just give him one series of film. So while Shedeur may have been upset about it because he was playing so poorly.
Well, what was your evaluation, Kappy?
Well, he wasn't
he'll
very
get there
good.
in like 2 minutes. Don't worry. You just got to let him go for a little while.
Yeah, they did. But Snoop Huntley played like more than anybody else the rest of the preseason.
We got to, Lindsay, you're right. Now that we move that monitor and I can see some of the dust in here, we got to clean this before Tuesday.
Got to clean it
We're
up.
watching a new morning show.
Right. Got to clean up this mess.
I'll be here all day Monday. Maybe I'll bring I'll bring like a mop or something.
You're going to
bring
be
a
there.
bucket and a mop.
You're going to be there on Monday, the day before.
Bring a bucket and a mop.
Yeah.
On the holiday, you're going to be there?
Yeah.
You know, let me tell you something right now.
Dedication.
I don't care what Sedano says about you, okay? You are the most committed guy to this entire radio station. There's no doubt about it.
Well, I'm putting all my chips. I thought this time around I'd have to put all my chips on like Kirk Morrison or something, but no. I'm putting all my chips on Kappy.
Oh, wow.
And this is good.
Is it good?
Yeah, no, I'm very confident about it.
God, I'm telling you, you're having a great hair day.
I'm wondering how can we work Trudell in more. But see, the problem with Trudell is he's got the same issue that Ireland has, and I can't have two performers on the road all the time. You know what I mean?
I do.
Like if we were to say, how do we get Trudell 5 days a week? But you're going to be on the road all the time. So we're going to have to wait till you retire from the Lakers.
I have to. Well, so I'm trying to think back to. I don't believe. Let me put it this way. I missed fewer days, even with that schedule, right, than several other people at the station.
I understand, but I'm not trying to have more people on the road. That's my point.
Well,
and that's not a knock on you. That's just.
Can I pitch you this though? Has it gotten in terms of being on the road? If you're talking about kind of like Wi-Fi connection, that kind of stuff, that is improved, right?
No, it's more challenging now because these hotels don't have the hardwired connection that they used to.
Which is why you need a Wi-Fi router that you travel with. You don't rely on the hotel.
But we see that we've had more challenges recently. The last year has been more challenging because technology is changing, and most people don't Most people don't live the lives we do. Where I need a hardwired Comrex connection.
Yeah.
Most people are just using Wi-Fi, which is not great for us. So it's actually gotten more challenging. It's not like it was maybe 9-8 years ago when you and Michael were doing shows in your hotel room. And he was putting towels down everywhere.
He did it because we would never go in his room because he didn't want me to bring my germs into his room.
Right.
But he would bring 6 towels in, Kappy, and he would cover the chair that he was sitting in, and then sometimes he would cover like the path that he walked on.
Would he be wearing socks or bare feet over the towel?
Oh, socks for sure.
So socks and in slippers or shoes or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know that he's got me now to the point where as soon as I walk into my hotel room at the East Central, I immediately take my shoes off because Michael's got me paranoid about what I may have walked into when I just crossed the street from LA Live, go across Figueroa, walk into the East Central. What I may have walked into, he's like, take your shoes off as soon as you get into the hotel room so that you don't pass the germs around in the hotel room.
Meanwhile, Trudell's lacing shoes over here.
Well, yeah, we talked about this. The YouTube commenters, I think, were appreciating watching me lace the shoes. Earlier. So I was trying to do that to
Are those your shoes? Or
they're,
those
they're my
Riggs' shoes?
And I wanted to. Riggs will wear. You know what? Riggs might be able to wear these in about like 14 years.
Oh.
Actually, not even. It'll be like 10 years because my kids now wear I think a size 5.
And what size are you?
I'm a 9.
Oh,
so they can get to a 9 in a couple of years, and then
what
they're
did you
going to
think
have
he was, Chris? What did you think he had, like a 3?
No, he's got cute little feet.
The question is, how do we? I like to just pop on Sedano and Kap right before Laker games, so I can't do that anymore. Now I can pop on with Travis and DeMarco. So that'll be
DeMarco and Travis.
DeMarco. Oh, you switched the names around.
Oh, you did? You officially switched the name?
Yeah, listen to the promos.
Okay. Oh, it's the.
And guess what I had today? I had DeMarco driving today.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did that go?
Really?
Yeah, we had some bumps, but you know what? That might be the solution.
Okay.
For a fresh coat of paint.
Okay, I like that.
I saw Beethoven though in the 8 chair.
He was in. You guys in this chair thing.
I'm not concerned about the chair.
On Tuesdays, I sit in this chair and I drive all the shows.
Okay, you can do it. You drive all day long. I'll just sit shotgun. I'm fine.
Here's my question though. I want to
Mike. They say the old Mike Thompson, like you have to sit in this chair, and I love Mike Thompson, by the way, but.
Yeah, I do.
Although
too.
he never thought Kappy was
no, he
7-10 material.
He brought me to the station. What I want to know is if I want to come on in the morning zoo and like hang out, but I can't
I don't understand this. Come on and hang out.
And what's with the
that's
zoo
what I do.
thing?
That's what I've been doing for the last. That was right. I've been coming in
because you're coming in for the Lakers games.
Well, yeah, but also,
Are you going to drive here just to hang out with us?
Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out how are we going to do it unless Sedano had mentioned something about some
Sedano's
type
big
of
on
access.
these technological shit stuff.
Did Sedano talk to you about helping out with some of the tech issues that we're having,
I
Mike?
trust in Sedano's vision, and now that I'm learning that part of it's Morales' vision,
Who's
part of
done
it's
more
Sedano's
for
vision.
you at this point now?
Well,
Sedano or Ireland?
I'm just trying to think about
because about 9 years ago you were big and you were Team Ireland, but now I feel like you're more Team Sedano.
I'm always Team Ireland. Ireland.
No, I agree with Chris. I think you're more Team Sedano.
Ireland not only
nowadays.
brought me in, but he has taught me a lot about the business and about everything. Play-by-play, sideline, broadcasting in general, sports talk radio, all that. So I will die. You never get me to say a bad word about Ireland. If you want me to talk bad about Mason, I'm happy to.
Well, Mason's a backstabber.
Exactly. But Sedano, look, Chris, here's the question. I thought you were going to say Sedano or you. And the question, who's going to do more for me moving forward? That's what I have to determine. I feel like probably Sedano.
Yeah, but I fall into the Sedano tree, so either way.
Yeah. Okay.
So if Sedano is doing for you, just realize that it's Sedano and Morales doing for you.
That's true.
And if Morales does something for you, just know
I don't know.
that it's probably Sedano doing something for you behind the scenes.
You and Morales seem like you guys spend a lot more time together than Sedano.
We spend a lot
and
of time
Morales.
together.
We
spend
do.
a lot of time.
You know what I'm saying?
But
we do
here's something people don't realize, or at least you guys don't realize. Sedano is we're constantly connected on the phone. All day long, weekends, all the time.
Constant communication.
Would you say that it's more of a business?
Now, Cap
some
has stepped
friendship.
up a little bit, but Cap sends odd text messages. So, like, Cap will send Saturday at 3 p.m. Now, remember, we haven't been together since Friday at 8 p.m. It'll be Saturday at 3 p.m. Wow, crazy night last night. And I'll be like, yeah, it was fun. Great stuff. Then that's it. And then he'll disappear till, like, Sunday at 11 a.m. And then it'll be like, he'll forward me an Instagram story about pooping or something.
Or like Chris will send me a message. It's like 9 o'clock at night. And he says, hey, I went to Fogo de Chao, and now I'm having a Fogo
green.
scraper.
I got a Fogo scraper.
Right.
Because he kept his car green. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, Kappy, okay, so I'm trying to understand this a little bit in my head. So your kids are like 10-ish years older than mine, right?
Okay.
And so 10 years ago, when you were still kind of in the grind, right, the day-to-day, and there's nothing better, right? You're at the soccer tournaments, you're at the softball tournaments, the whatever, at your school, your pickups. Is Morales filling that void of your kids and all of their activities and how much time? Because with all the time that you're spending with him and the station and going to the appearances and all that, whereas Sedano is still in that similar grind with me, with the two smaller kids at home, and then he's obviously flying out to games and stuff. But has that shifted for you?
Yeah, when's Sedano at his kids' games? He's out there week 0 doing games for college football.
He's at Mateo's games. He's at Aria's events. He's at all that. But you know what I'm saying?
He's doing the best he can. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he's made the sacrifice. Because I'll tell you right now, when you're one of these guys who travels for football and basketball, like Ian Eagle or Kevin Harlan, dude, you sacrifice a lot of your children's lives.
I didn't know Harlan was doing Packers TV.
Well,
for preseason.
Oh, preseason, yeah.
He always says. So Harlan, his dad.
I didn't know that, actually.
He got into the business because his dad was like the president of the Packers.
Oh, I know.
Wait, you didn't know that, Chris?
I honestly did not know that.
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, if you go to Lambeau Field, I want to say there's like a statue of his dad.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Where they explain like his history. Yeah. So his dad. So Kevin's dad was president of the Packers, and I feel like there was some other connection. Nonetheless. So he does the Packers every year.
Quick Harlan aside story. So I got to know him because he was the voice of the Timberwolves when I was a kid, and that was kind of one of the first things that got me into basketball in the NBA. And so when I worked for the Timberwolves, I was like 22. He would come on and do it. I called it a podcast. I literally had a recorder to a speakerphone. The audio quality could not have been worse. Your dad would have rolled over. It was
My
terrible.
father.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just because as a classic, radio quality, you'd be like, what is this crap you're putting out? But Harlan would come on, and he told me that when he got the Timberwolves job, he had a small family, right? He was probably in his late 20s. So he never actually lived in Minnesota. He kept his house in Kansas City so that his kids could go there.
It's cold like Minnesota.
And he would fly. Yeah, DeAndre's usually on that drop. There it is. He would fly after every single game. He would fly commercial back, like just for the morning to kind of be in Kansas City for like 3 hours, and then he would meet the team in the road at the next stop at his own expense.
Mike, I worked with Harlan for years, and Harlan would get done on a Monday Night Football game fly directly to Chicago, drive from Chicago to Green Bay, so that he could be in Green Bay, because that was kind of, that's really home. And it's actually not Green Bay. It's north of Green Bay on some lake, only to be there for like 24 to 48 hours to turn around to get to an NBA game, because you have to drive back to Chicago to get to an NBA game, then you get to an NFL game. And the guy sacrificed so much. Ian Eagle, the same thing. His son Noah is becoming a big star now in the industry at such a young age. I can remember being in a car going to a Denver Broncos game on a Sunday night, and he's telling me about his 15-year-old kid playing basketball. And I was like, how do you do it? And he's like, I'm never home. The dude was just never home. And that's where George is right now, where he's between football and basketball. It's hard to get to Mateo's baseball
and that's
games.
why I asked you, though. So were you like that 10 years ago, and now you've got all this time and you spend most of it with Morales? Both of your ladies are kind of like, oh.
I know Morales.
Kappy's got two ladies?
Well, your lady and Kappy's
No, but
lady.
I make a lot of time for Stephanie.
No, true. Yeah.
I don't have 7 kids leeching off me.
Well, that is true. I mean, and so here's what happened, Mike, just back to the beginning of all of this. So this morning, Chris and I are talking. It's about, I don't know, what time do you think it was, Chris? 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And I said, hey, while I have your attention, let me ask you something, because we have another Coors Light event at an Angels game. But it just so happens that when we booked this, we were on in the afternoon and we'll be on in the morning. I said, and the next day, I need to take my daughter to Cal Poly SLO to get her moved in. I'm like, what do you think the chances are that we could maybe move this date? And I actually presented another day at an Angels game, which was a day game.
Which isn't convenient to me in our new schedule. But, I mean,
but
who
Chris,
cares about my convenience? Because it's yet another Kaplan kid that has to go to college.
But you did say, you said, hey, no, listen, it's too late. We've worked hard on this date, et cetera, et cetera. And I actually said to my daughter, I go, hey, sorry, we tried, but it didn't work. So I was prepared for the date.
No,
anyway.
It isn't good. I talked to a couple people, and they're working on it, but I don't know for sure. But here's my thing. Am I a bad guy, Trudell, for saying to myself, I don't care? It's your kid. They all seem to be going to college. I don't care.
I think so this is where, again, I'm trying to navigate the professional versus the friendship, the personal,
right,
and the differences with you and Sedano and you and Cap and all that, and I won't even inject myself at all, because we're nowhere near there. If you have a professional obligation, which in this case Kaplan does, right? His name's on the show. That his personal details like that are basically irrelevant.
They are
what
irrelevant.
You need to get done.
That is true. I admit that.
Now, if Kaplan never goes to that well, and he's somebody he's out, he doesn't do this all the time. Look, we can make an exception. I really value your contribution here. You've been fantastic, right? You do this.
Do you say all those things, Chris? Do
versus
you say
the
all
rest
those things?
I don't actually. No.
So I think if the host has built up enough credibility, then I would think it'd be no big deal to try to move it once in a while. But if he comes all the time because you're friends and he's walking,
it comes up a lot.
If it comes up a lot,
but Kappy gets a lot of leadway, and we try to accommodate a lot because he's one of the most talented people we have here.
I said, and thank you, I said, the circumstances have changed a little bit. Is there any way we could be flexible? And here's an idea for a thing that might be more convenient. Of course, I was talking about my convenience, not Chris's convenience.
Now, here's what did come up in a meeting about it. And somebody said, wait a minute, my kids, I know 3 months ahead of time when they go to college.
Mm-hmm.
So why didn't he? And then we could address this then. And I said, I don't know. I don't have any kids in college, but I will ask that question.
Totally fair point. What I should have done is when we did book this,
here's what happened.
Yeah.
This gets back to you not being good with your calendar.
Terrible.
Your kids probably told you in May, hey, I'm going back to college on this day, and you didn't note it.
No, I think what happened is I think maybe school doesn't start, like I looked it up, school starts, let's just call it September 14th as an example.
Yes.
But I got to get her back earlier because she's now working for the school and welcoming the freshman class. So here's the thing, Mike. On Friday, we would be going to this Angels game. Saturday, I would be going up to Cal Poly SLO to move her in. Sunday, I would turn around and come back to go to SoFi to go to the Rams home opener. And then Monday morning, we would be on the air. So I'm having like a little bit of a challenge.
I might as well ask this question now. Have you gotten credentials, or the way you're getting into that game? Have you already?
I thought you were handling that.
If you're being serious, that is not an option.
I thought you said that.
No,
you
I
got
never
it.
said it.
You said you need credentials. I got it handled.
I did not.
You did so.
I did not.
And then I specifically asked, hey, listen, I'll be in the suite. If you need me, come find me. I'll be in the 710 suite.
Okay, so now what's happening, though,
it's the ESPN LA suite, by the way.
Thank you.
Morales has said, sorry, and he clearly doesn't feel bad about it, right? Which is fair.
Not when you ask me a week before.
Yeah.
And
Two weeks.
my life is very full right now, preparing for the launch of a new morning show and all the things we're doing that you now drop on me on top of everything else. Oh, by the way, my kids are going to college, as though I care. And I need to pay somebody to move them in. I don't know what can't Rachel move them in?
No. This is like one of those things that as a dad, you got to do that. Especially as a single dad, you got to be there.
All right.
So, okay. Well, so then Kappy, are you saying I'm out, I can't be
No.
at the Angel thing?
No. Oh, no, not at all. Because here's the one thing.
So then who's moving her in?
Here's the one thing. Oh, I'm moving her in because I'm a team guy first and
team
foremost.
guy. A team guy.
Do both.
Always a team guy, number one.
Okay.
And I'm a yes guy. I'm always a yes guy.
I thought you were going to say you're a Yenta because you are that too.
And I'm that too. But here's what I will do. I will go to the Angels game on a Friday night in theory. I will drive back down and get this young woman. And then the next day I'll leave at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'll be at Cal Poly Slow by 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll be moving her in so that Sunday morning, 6 a.m., I can leave, turn around, get to SoFi Stadium because Morales already got my credentials handled. And by the way, I need 8.
Oh, but I mean, this does fall into what he's explained to me, and I haven't seen it a ton from firsthand experience, but this is where he meets you and then immediately asks for something, but then his whole thing is, well, yeah, but I'll return any favor immediately.
Right.
So he doesn't have a problem asking for something because he knows that he'll give it back.
I'm a world-class reciprocator.
No, but these are these are some things that I'm learning that we have in common. Like I too, if somebody asks me to, or anybody, my wife asked me to do something, I will just figure out a way to get it done, one way or the other, right? And so that you say yes and then figure out if you can get it done. And I haven't gotten to a point yet where I haven't been able to satisfy all parties. This seems like a situation where I don't know the degree to which you'll be able to satisfy Morales based on the previous
there's only one way to
ask.
satisfy Morales, and that is to not change the plans as they were, go through with them as we had them planned, and I'll deal with my personal stuff on my personal time. And by the way, I have that same level of commitment to this radio station and to our partners that if I have to do it the way it's originally scheduled, I'll do it.
You just
I don't
thought,
care.
what's the harm in asking?
By the way,
I
you
might
know
as
what
well
I had
ask.
today? Because
Tell
we
me.
had a movie day in the conference room because we were watching the screening of Mel,
Right.
which Craig, we did this last year too. Craig Karmazin, our founder at GKB, made this movie of his father, Mel Karmazin, who of course was behind Sirius and Howard and all that stuff. But so we had a movie day and had popcorn and things. I ate a Three Musketeers bar. I haven't had one of those in a long time.
I like
it
king
was a full
size?
one. Yeah,
King size or regular?
I think the regular size one.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
They were right there. I had a Milky Way because I thought about Three Musketeers, and then I kind of regretted not having the Musketeers.
Let me tell you, that Three Musketeers bar was good.
It's a good candy bar.
You
It's
know
a
what?
good bar.
It is a good bar.
It's a
and
solid amount of
clean.
nougat.
It's clean because when you don't have the caramel to mess with
Or the
nougat,
nuts and all that
it's
in your mouth.
It's very clean.
Yeah,
I
it
know.
was
And when
clean.
you have a Three Musketeers, you're like, damn, Three Musketeers is a damn good candy bar.
And Kappy, and what the nuts in the mouth, right? Is that something?
Come
that you,
on, dude. Why you got to go there?
No, because he said having the
Excuse
nuts.
me. I got a bit of a nut in my throat.
Yeah, right. You got to make sure, but I do like the nougat.
Nougat's good.
Now I don't. The thing about nougat that is strange is that you can't. Where else is it aside from a couple of these candy bars?
No, it doesn't exist.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, somebody made it up.
It was just invented for a few candy bars.
That's
like,
exactly right.
Like Milky Way, Snickers, Three Musketeers.
By the way, I can't wait to go down for dinner to the dog downstairs, Lazy
Why?
Dog.
What do you have tonight?
Oh, I think I'm going to do the spicy tuna crispy rice.
Oh,
Have you
they're
had
so
there down
good.
there?
They're
It's so
so-
good.
it's so
Can I
good.
order something to go from there?
No, if
It's
you
so
want to
good.
eat
Chris,
down there, you have to sit with me.
I gotta go. I gotta go to Temecula
For what?
Lakers golf tournament.
Oh, you're playing in that?
Well,
I gave Ireland the day off of radio for that.
I don't really play. I'm gonna kind of like I'll be in one of the groups and I'll just kind
Okay.
of chat. Maybe I'll putt here and there, but I don't really
Chris,
play golf.
suggestion on the spicy tuna with the rice thing.
The spicy
dog?
tuna crispy rice is what it's called, yes.
Cut it in half. Because if you try to
No,
pick it up.
they cut it all for you.
No, they cut it into 4s.
Yeah.
Okay? Cut those into 8s.
No, that's too much work.
No, I'm telling you. Trust
Kappy,
me.
If I go, is Morales, kind of like big shot down VIP down there?
Oh, dude, let me tell you something. He walks in. It's like Moses just walked in the parting of the Red Sea.
So that's
okay?
maybe I should. So maybe if I go in with him, do I get the benefit of his company?
They got a great
absolutely.
chicken, Caesar chicken too now.
Oh, it's terrific.
Oh.
And even what's that lemon chicken dish that we like so much?
I don't
With
get that
those,
one.
it's the cauliflower mashed potatoes. So it's not really potato; it's cauliflower mash. Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
I will be. It sounds like I will be eating here after the show. Just the question is if Morales.
By the way,
really wants
DeAndre, you got to make sure we get all those drops for the mornings. Lindsay, you know where all those drops are?
Yeah.
We got to move the carts over.
Got you. We got to move all the carts, do we, Chris?
Yeah.
We got to move the cart stand,
and
too,
I need my WNBC jingle. That thing's getting used a lot.
WNBC.
You know, I will say I used to really. I have my board, right? All the stuff over the years that Funchy put on here for me. Really miss having that. I wonder if it's still loaded in here anywhere.
Hey, just to finish this conversation
5:34,
off,
by the way.
I'm bringing it all home. I'm not surprised that the Raiders made a trade to get Kenny Pickett from Cleveland. Cleveland had 4 quarterbacks. They said they were going to keep all 4 quarterbacks. This is a gift to the Cleveland Browns that the Raiders needed a backup quarterback. But my suggestion was going to be Derek Carr comes out of his brief retirement to go back to the Raiders, because didn't they also today get Amari Cooper? So the Raiders, according to the reports, are what? What are you eyeing about?
Man, Amari Cooper is.
It was great 5 years ago.
No, Amari Cooper's okay. I'm not saying that he's a game changer. I'm just saying that if you're going to reunite Amari Cooper with the Raiders, you might consider reuniting Derek Carr with the Raiders. But now they don't need Derek Carr with the Raiders because they got Kenny Pickett, the savior.
Kenny Pickett last season threw for a total of 291 yards.
Oh, I'm surprised.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 appearances.
I'm surprised.
By the way, you'll like this, Trudell. I had NFL Network on yesterday because they were replaying the Rams game.
Yeah.
And that rolled right into the Saints game. You know who's doing the voice of who's the voice of the Saints TV for preseason? Joel Myers.
Oh, Joel Myers.
Right. My guy, Joel Myers.
Okay, what a voice.
That he,
what a voice.
I texted him and said, it's good to hear you, my friend.
Yeah, what a voice, man. All-timer. That is an all-time voice right there.
Yeah.
All right, stick around, because after that conversation, which was high-intensity Raiders sports talk, coming up next, it is time. Actually, Chris, you should take us to break. It's time for What the Funch. What do you say?
But I don't see Funches in there. Is he going to be back for What the Funch?
He will.
By the way, don't forget, 6 o'clock tonight, the debut for this season of Trojans Live. Jordan Moore, Sean Cody Kessler, and, of course, Lincoln Riley. The first half of the show is Lincoln Riley. Coach will tell us about the big Saturday battle against those Missouri State Bears.
Fight on.
Who doesn't like Bears on a Friday or a Saturday? You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Exactly. 5:36 in the Southland. Quack, quack. Sedano and Kap with Trudell next on ESPN LA. And we made the announcement yesterday, starting on Tuesday, September 2nd, a new football season weekday fall lineup. It all begins with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Canty and Michelle until 7 a.m. And then the Sedano and Kap Morning Show from 7 to 9 a.m. Then broadcasting live from L.A., the Rich Eisen Show at 9 a.m., Mason and Ireland at noon, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show from 3 to 6 p.m. The new football season on-air weekday lineup for the fall starts on Tuesday, September 2nd.
Hey guys, it's Sedano, and we got to talk about the new ESPN app, the most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse. The list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. It's all of ESPN, all in one place. Sign up now.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill, and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late-night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open, located next to the Forum and SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow them at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Craving that beach vibe? There's an Islands restaurant near you with all your favorites. Crafting your perfect Islands moments with classic burgers, fresh cut fries, local brews, and never-ending summer drinks. Visit your local Islands restaurant.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. So you need new flooring in your home, rental, or even your ADU, but you know what drives me crazy? Those big box national retail stores that present giving you a deal by making up a price just to mark it down then. Come on, man. Let's be real. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, it's legitimately family run. You get the authentic old school TLC and the actual wholesale pricing year round from my boys, the crazy Hernandez brothers. No bogus sales, no gimmicks, just the best prices from the start. That's why I say it and I mean it. No sale beats a wholesale. You name it, they got it. Over 5 million square feet in stock in their inventory. Tell them Sedano sent you. And check this out. First responders, active military, and veterans will all receive additional discounts on top of the already low prices. And if you find a better price, Hernandez will match it. No questions asked from the crazy Hernandez brothers. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR. That's 866-62-FLOOR. No games, no gimmicks, just the best price in town year-round because no sale beats wholesale. Check them out at HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
Man, look at that return of the old king, man. Oh, wow. Emotional.
King of the Hill is back.
They got a Bob's in the airport now. Oh, that's Boba.
World has changed, Dad.
Bobby wants to bring that new girl over for dinner.
The Vegas? What the hell am I supposed to feed her?
Can't we just put some grass in a bowl?
From Mike Judge and Greg Daniels.
Ready to make some memories, Dad?
Let's freaking go.
A Hulu original series, King of the Hill. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees, and it should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee. Included with every tire purchase with paid installation, you'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's a limited lifetime tire guarantee only at Midas.
Sedano and Kap for your afternoon drive.
Take a look at me.
I feel like your fat is less visceral.
Oh, really?
The LA Afternoon Takeover rolls on right now.
All right, it is time now on Sedano and Kap for What the Funch. This segment has become so popular. People clamor for it worldwide. That when we make the move to the mornings, Funchy will be on during the 9 o'clock hour at home, taking a nap on his couch with his little kitty cat right in between his arms.
Yep.
Because What the Funch will live.
Well, he will have already woken up, right, and done some stuff. And then he'll have gone back to sleep. And then this will be the second time that he has woken up.
Yes,
in
sir.
the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Okay, just clarifying.
Lava, I guess my question today is, on a Monday, what the Funch?
And just in case you guys want to know, I did not take a nap today. No nap.
No nap today?
No nap today. No nap today. I had to come in
maybe
early.
You were feeling refreshed from the weekend.
Not really. I mean, I kind of could have used a nap. I had to come in and help Andy Kamenetsky do Lakers talk tonight. That's why I had to come in early, but, you know.
Come on, Andy.
Wow. Yeah,
Come on,
do better, Andy.
Andy, for real, man. Gutless. Come on, Andy.
All right, so on Saturday, me and the wifey decided that we wanted to watch a movie. So we got like one of these movies that you pay for on Amazon, like one of the newer movies that just came out recently and, you know, a few months ago, and you pay like $20 to watch it, whatever. We watched a movie called The Material List. You guys know this movie?
Material List?
Material List.
Oh, The Material List.
Yes. You guys know this movie?
No.
It stars Dakota Johnson, very fine woman. Pedro Pascal, Mr. Fantastic, and Chris Evans, Captain America. Very good cast. You know, you see these three people in a movie, and you're like, well, it's going to be a really good movie. You know, you're going to set aside 2 hours of your day to watch it or whatever. Couldn't be the worst movie I've ever watched in my whole life.
Wow.
Seriously. And then, like, I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes and stuff about, you know, getting reviews, and people are giving it the most best reviews ever.
Okay. Yeah, what was so bad about it? Like, what did you hate about it?
It dragged on so long.
How long was it?
It was like over 2 hours.
Okay.
And I thought it was going to be like a typical rom-com, but it was not. It was kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it, but weird. You know, I think it's done by A24 Studios, which is kind of like they make sort of like weird movies and stuff, low budget weird movies. So I couldn't.
Did you make it through the whole movie?
Dude, I wanted.
So you were committed because you paid for it.
I wanted to turn it off so bad, but my wife was like, "We gotta, you know, finish this, man, because we're never gonna know how it ends, and we paid money for this thing, and yeah, we watched this movie. It sucked." And you know, I was just telling Lindsay right now that we usually try to just pay for one movie a weekend, you know, if we're going to buy something from, you know, Amazon Prime or whatever, Apple, whatever. We were forced to buy another movie the next day to make up for the bad movie we saw on Saturday.
And how much did you spend on the other movie?
$20. We paid $20 for this movie on Saturday, another $20 on Sunday.
Okay, $40 for 2 movies.
Yes.
Sounds pretty,
and I
pretty
watched,
good
and
in today's day and age.
Yes, great. We're at home, whatever. We watched the best movie yesterday. We watched the new Superman, which was awesome. Loved it. Can't say anything more better words about the new Superman than, anybody else. So, yes, I had a bad weekend of watching one bad movie, but then a good weekend for watching a good movie.
All right, so you're down $20 on Saturday, and then you're back to even on Sunday.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, hey, listen, you're batting.
I mean, have you
Funch.
ever watched something bad and then try to watch something good just to make up for something that you watched that was bad?
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of the worst movie that I've ever seen. And the one that comes to mind, the only time I've ever walked out of a movie theater was AI in, I want to say 2000.
Is that the Will Smith movie?
No, it's
I know it. It's Steven Spielberg,
yeah.
and it was the kid from Sixth Sense,
Yes.
and yes,
and Jude Law, I think, is in it.
Yeah, that was a weird movie as well.
And I just remember, this is terrible, I don't get it, and walking out. And then what I should have done, though, Kappy, is invested in AI at the time and try to get on the board at NVIDIA or whatever.
Right.
As now basically all of the money in the world is going into AI, including all of the tech companies. So that's what I should have done instead of being outraged at how bad it was.
Did you walk out the movie theater though? You walked out the movie.
I walked out.
Yeah. I wanted to walk out the house.
And it's the only time I've stepped out.
I can't walk out my house.
And then your question would have been like, okay, so after that, should I have gone to, should I gone and put Braveheart on or something to make myself feel better?
Yeah, to balance it out. Balance out the universe.
Godfather. Yeah. No, I feel it, Funchy. I think it's a healthy way in general. Like you could say the same thing about food. Let's say that you try. There's this new pizza spot in town, and you're all excited about it. And you go pay a little more, pay a little premium to have it, and you have it, and it just doesn't live up to par.
Yeah.
Do you go to your pizza spot the next day, Kappy, that you know and trust?
Well,
so that
a
you
lot
can
of
get
times,
that taste in your mouth.
like if I go someplace and I'm dissatisfied, I'm like, I ate this and I paid for it, and I'm still hungry, I will go eat something else right away because I'm like, what's for dinner? That was not enough food.
I feel that. Yeah.
And
by the way, speaking of AI, I just want to tell you something about AI real quick. I watch these videos on Instagram. If you're a guy and you're over 40 years old, you should know about AI. AI is not just asking ChatGPT questions. Take the 28-day challenge, and then there's this guy, and he's really inspirational. Be like, day 1, you'll learn this. Day 2, you'll know this. By day 3, you're going to know everything you need to know. I'm like, do I need to take one of these 28-day AI challenges? Because really, honestly, what I know about AI right now is I'll go to ChatGPT and I'll be like, hey, I have a question. Can you tell me this? That's all I know. But people use ChatGPT for so many other things, and they use AI for so much. Create videos, create pictures, create sales packages. I'm like, how do I do that?
Yeah, we're a little behind on it. I mean, we were staying at our friend's house a couple weeks ago. Shout out to Martin. And they in their house, they basically use ChatGPT to redesign the layout of their living room, which I hadn't thought of. And I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense. They take a picture, right? You send it, hey, what would be the best way to maximize the space in this room? And then ChatGPT spat out a different way to put the room together, and they did. And so that kind of thing is opening my mind to it. I think there's a part where you pay for it, and then it remembers you, right?
Yes,
and so,
right.
And which makes sense. And then over time, you feed it the things that you want it to know about you, so then it can make better decisions and give you better advice. So I'm trying to get myself into that part of it a little bit, Kappy. But there's no question there's some people that are already way advanced on this stuff, and we're just
that movie
catching up.
AI was from 2001, so 24 years ago.
That
phrase was there.
My guess, I bet the movie still sucks. And
does.
I don't want to give it a second chance.
All right. I understand that. Well, that's what the Funch. Good job, Funchy. Appreciate that. Brought up a lot of interesting conversation. Now, coming up, I got 2 things I got to tell you in the Dealer's Choice segment. So I better hurry up and hit this break because I got 2 important things I must play for you, Mike, and get your opinion on. So stick around. You'll hear both of these coming right back. Dealer's Choice next on Sedano and Kap.
Beat the heat this summer with NextGen, the official AC plumbing and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. If your AC breaks down, don't hesitate. Call NextGen now and enjoy expert installation on any new system. For a limited time, combat SoCal's air quality and reduce dust in your home with a free no-ozone air purifier included with any new AC system install. Call 833-3NEXTGen or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com to book online. CSLB number 1011173, lifetime warranty on selected items.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium one beverage drink, like our tangy passion fruit lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. Only at Waba Grill.
Come celebrate Roger Dunn Golf Shop's 60th anniversary this Labor Day weekend. Enjoy 25% off all green tag closeout apparel, 20% off Skechers and Puma golf shoes, and get a 50% bonus trade-in towards any new club. Don't miss out on these deals and more at Roger Dunn Golf Shop's 60th anniversary Labor Day sale the 28th through September 1st. Trusted by golfers since 1965 and home to the legendary 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Roger Dunn Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. Get there.
Hey, soccer fans! San Antonio Cardinale Wine is hooking up fans with 2 tickets, air and hotel, to the biggest match in USA this season. Don't wait. Head to soccerdreamticket.com and enter now. You can score your way from San Antonio Cardinale Wine.
You ever wake up with a sore throat, feeling a little off, and you know you're getting sick? Well, getting sick and going on the IL isn't an option, especially for me when I'm traveling for work. You can try to see a doctor, well, good luck there, or go sit for hours in an urgent care. Nope, that's why you need a medical emergency kit. This isn't some cheap first aid kit, okay? Your medical emergency kit comes packed with doctor-prescribed meds. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. If you're coming down with the flu, bam, here's your Z-Pack. You've got gastrointestinal issues, here's your Bactrim. From Z-Pack to ivermectin, amoxicillin, and doxycycline to treat strep, pneumonia, sinus infections, UTIs, COVID, and more. It's all right there in your kit. Just match your symptoms to the guide or talk with their telehealth doc. No doctor waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines. Order online in minutes and get $50 off with code SPORTS at urgentcarekit.com/sports. Get yours now at urgentcarekit.com/sports, promo code SPORTS.
Craving that beach vibe? There's an Islands restaurant near you with all your favorites. Crafting your perfect Islands moments with classic burgers, fresh cut fries, local brews, and never-ending summer drinks. Visit your local Islands restaurant.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments, including pills, chews, and more, 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form, and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
This is Sedano and Kap on 710.
I'm a cocky son of a like, there's no question about that.
Sedano and Kap continues right now.
That is our final segment music. Not only is it today the final segment of Sedano and Kap, Mike Trudell in for Sedano. Beto's in tomorrow.
Beto.
But that's right. But this is also our final week. Final week here in Afternoon Drive. We'll be on in the mornings on September 2nd, starting at 7 a.m. So mark your calendar right now, sucker. All right, Mike Trudell, I got a couple things I got to get to before.
You sped up at the end because your timing was off.
Well, you do that all the time, too.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Not great.
You got to sneak it in, bro.
Not great.
You got to just slip it in there at the end. You know
Not
what I mean?
Great.
That's
By the way,
pretty
I just saw the text you sent me because I had left my phone in here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I read it?
I don't know. What did I say?
The one about the name thing?
Oh, yeah, I did miss it. I did.
Oh.
You can say it.
Nah.
I didn't notice it.
There's a million promos about it. How have you missed it?
it just didn't occur to me. I mean, I just kind of listened to it and it just went in one ear and out the other. You know what I mean? Like, I never really thought about the change.
Go ahead.
All right, here it goes. It's the dealer's choice, real deal. It's brought to you by Seller's Advantage. If you want to sell your house before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. They will buy it with an as-is competitive cash offer, no repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. Chris, on Friday when we were at Angel Stadium,
yes,
I was watching a Tampa Bay Rays game. Why? Because my friend's kid was called up to the major leagues on Friday, and in his first ever major league game, my man hit a bomb home run to center field. Monster home run.
Monster dongs.
So just an update on that. But here's what I wanted to get to. I have a new favorite player in Major League Baseball. Do you guys know who Mickey Moniak is?
No.
No, I'm going to Google him right now.
Mickey Moniak was the number 1 overall pick, I want to say 2018. He was drafted by the Philadelphia Phillies. Didn't really work out so well. He went to the Angels. He played a lot for the Angels in center field mostly. And then the Angels released him at the end of spring training, and he's now in Colorado. Why would Mickey Moniak be my favorite player in all of Major League Baseball? Well, he was mic'd up this past weekend, and they're interviewing him. The Colorado Rockies broadcast team is interviewing him, and they're playing in Pittsburgh, and he winds up telling them that he's a Steelers fan. But here's the audio, and this is why Mickey Moniak is now my favorite player in all of Major League Baseball. DeAndre, if you could play it.
I saw you the other night in a Patrick Queen Steelers jersey.
That's right.
Are you a Steelers fan?
I am. Most of my family's
Okay,
from Western Pennsylvania, so Grandpa grew up in Youngstown. Lot of family up in Erie. There's some here today, so yeah. I was a Charger fan growing up. And they left me, they can't leave San Diego and go to LA and expect me to still be a fan. So went 2 years without a team and, was feeling the void and, figured the Steelers were a good fit.
They're the greatest franchise in history. It's okay.
We
welcome you with open
arms, Mickey. I appreciate it.
Hey, Mickey Moniak. That is now, Mike Trudell, my favorite player in Major League Baseball.
Quick Google search tells me that he went to high school in Carlsbad.
That's right. He went to a high school called La Costa Canyon High School, where he was the number 1 overall pick. Yeah.
Okay. And, Kappy, he did say one thing about going from San Diego to L.A. I do tend to think about how successfully you have gone from San Diego to L.A., and I wonder if that gives you any sense of just thought about Chargers and Chargers fans, but I know how you feel about it, so I don't want to.
Nope, I'm a Rams fan, and I'm a Raiders fan. I support the LA teams. That's right.
Well, I'm glad that you and Moniak have something in common.
Hey, one last thing. This was one of my favorite things that happened in sports this past weekend. You probably weren't watching the Dallas Cowboys play preseason football because we've all been watching the documentary series. Their kicker kicked a 64-yard field goal. Mike, if you kick a 64-yard field goal in an NFL game, where are you lining up the football to kick a 64-yard field goal?
I mean, left hash?
No. I mean, like, what yard line are you on?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's basically you're almost in the other end zone at that point.
Let me play this for you as this kid kicks his 64-yard field goal. Listen to this.
Many long ones in this preseason, so this is really his practice run now. And understand this. He is kicking this ball from the 54-yard line, the opposing 54-yard line.
Or otherwise known as the 46-yard line.
Yeah.
64 yards with Brian Anger holding. And right down the middle.
I thought that was so funny.
yards.
I mean, it's actually kind of helpful to describe it that way, though, because when you're looking at it like on a line, right? Okay, no, you should say 46.
I just thought it was hilarious. My man was like, he's kicking this from the 54-yard line. No, there's the 50-yard line, and then on both sides of the 50-yard line, there's the 40-yard lines. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Mike Trudell, have a great time tomorrow in Temecula. Great job, Lindsay. Amazing work, DeAndre. World-class, Funchy. Christopher, thank you for participating. Greg Bergman, too, for the entire